This is Excel, or known as Bonsai. You want to see the next Paul McCartney from the Beatles? Here you go. This man is rocking it. He's rocking it hard. This guy got some really nice skill, you know what I mean? Anywho, this is gonna jump into the game. And man oh man, this game, I just literally fell in love with it. There are just so many things that I want to mention. It could be like helpful tips when you're literally trying to, you know, save some time. At this moment, you know, there's this Yogi Bear. I kind of let him out of the cage, and he's after my butt. And apparently, you know, I just got on top of that material type of thing, and I'm just gonna let Yogi do the job. I hope he smells the blood of his enemy over there who left him in the cage. Come on, Yogi, get him. Get that man. I think he just went a little bit overboard. Oh boy. I'm gonna explain how detailed and epic this game is. It's like every single object in this game, it's just, they took in real good care of how to do things. And they did designs just mind boggles me. And the more and more I play this game, the more and more I start learning things, and I start appreciating everything. And I swear to God, man, the combat system is oof, fan freaking tastic. Right over here, you know, you can usually use your heavy, you know, your water stance on those big shield guys, and it's pretty effective on them. You know, just a little nice tip. And you know, those big guys, you just gotta strike them real fast. And look at every single detail of the game. Like, they have to literally, you know, customize every single object of this game. And I just gotta give them props. Like, they made cannons, they made carpets, like they made materials, you know, all this stuff is just, you know, stolen property from Japan and everything. And these guys are just like looting, you know, they're looting the country, which is pretty damn freaking cool. This, like, the ships of the Mongol ships really feel like the Mongol ships. Like, if you ever like see like ancient images of how the Mongol ships look like, it looks just like it. Pretty nice stuff too. Right over here, you know, I just did the Kurosawa mode, and I kind of found something really funny. And I swear to God, like, the bugs of this game is just freaking tastic, and I love it. You know what I mean? And, you know, I just keep on hearing this thing spinning around, and this spear is just like, what? That's some nonsense right there. I could have done another choice where I could have shot the fire thing above. And, you know, the sneaky cheeky breaky way is, you know, pretty damn freaking fun. And I was hoping to just jump into this window and get in, but the game didn't let me. And I just jumped in front of this guy, and I'm just like, oh crap, this is not good. You know? Like, look at the details on top of this roof. They literally put those bamboos and those rocks on top of it. I don't know what the whole meaning of it is. I'm guessing they did that because they didn't have like nails back then. But, you know, it's pretty damn beautiful. Every single thing about this game is just really nice. The design, how the materials and colors just match, and boy oh boy, the assassinations in this game is just, wow, it's pretty cool. I like it. And the cool thing is, like, these houses, they feel like they literally got looted. Like, there's just clutter everywhere. Like, look at all this clutter. Look at all that detail they had to do to just literally organize all that clutter. Pretty nice stuff. Pretty damn messy, you know. It's like, goddamn Chuck Norris came into this house and he decided to just, you know, kick everything. That's the kicker right there. And the cool thing about this game is, you know, when you're trying to save citizens, you have to rush. Like, you have to rush to save the citizen. And rushing to save the citizen is pretty damn awesome. Like, I don't mind. It doesn't keep, like, the situations boring. It keeps it, like, interesting as hell. Like, there's parts in the game where, you know, I'm literally trying to save this whole house with all these people in there, and everybody's screaming. Like, what the hell? Like, everybody's screaming, and I just jump in. I'm trying to kill these Mongols, and everybody's just terrified, you know, because of how scary the Mongols, and they're just terrified because I'm just going in like a freaking wild animal, you know, and that's freaking awesome. And I love how they did it. The way they did it is pretty damn freaking magnificent. You know what I mean? And this will explain, like, when I was done saving, like, these people from, I believe, this mission, from right behind me, they literally got all attacked by, like, a whole freaking, like, a whole squad of freaking Mongols. And I was like, oh man, I wish I could have saved them sooner, but I couldn't. Like, the way and everything is, and the design of this game is just, wow, splendid. Right now, just like there's literally two bodies in here, just civilians. You know, peasants that just literally got butchered. It's just like, goddamn. And look at the blood on the wall. It's just like, it's sprayed on the wall. It's so cool. Like, look at the peasant over there. He's just going to work. And this is really, really awesome. This is really new. I literally stole an enemy's horse, and guess what happens? Try to guess what happens. It decides to go back to its owner, and I'm just like, yo, what the hell? Stop going back. What the hell? Stop. And I'm just like, how do I stop this goddamn horse? It just keeps on going to its owner, and I had to literally blast some goddamn smoke to just stop it. It wasn't even my horse. I was like, yo. It's like, come on, hey man. That's some pretty nice, like, that's realistic as hell. Like, yo, what the heck? Like, the more and more I play this, the more and more I start seeing things, and I just start appreciating things in this game. You know? And then the standoffs, they're pretty cool, you know? I like it. And I believe, like, when you go standoff, like, I prefer you going after these big guys, because these big guys are basically the most hardest bulk of the whole freaking group. So just, it's a good idea to just take them out as quick as possible. You can do some damage. And man, oh man, the archers in this game, it's just, it makes me laugh. And, you know, I slapped some metal on his booty and he wasn't ready for it. And oh boy, pretty damn epic game. It shows you another thing, like you can literally hold L1 and you just deflect all the bows. In real life, there's a real samurai, I believe in YouTube, where he literally cuts the bows in half, you know, like come on, that's really badass. And this shows you, you know, you can literally deflect the multiple blows in the same time, which is pretty damn cool. Yeah, that's a little nice trick right there. Now, there's this man out here, I assassinated him, and I was like, oh snap, you know what I mean? And there's this guy over here, he's like, what the heck, that looks a little bit too fishy down there, what the heck's going on? I'm just like, yo, don't worry, your dinner is next. And look at the weapons. The weapons literally fall out of the enemy's arms. Like, dude, that is so cool. It doesn't stick on the enemy's arms like in other games. It's so new. It's so freaking badass. It's improved. I like it. A little nice attention to detail right there. The weapons come off the opponents, you know, pretty damn devastating, awesome looking effect. And you know, this just shows you, like, every single moment when you go in combat with the opponent, it's just like there's always a good view. Like, you're literally sitting there with popcorn and you're like, goddamn, that looks so goddamn nice. And you're fighting these guys in a nice ass view. That's what, wow, man. It's so cool. And like, when you're fighting the enemy, when the swords clash, it makes a little spark, and it's really cool. You know, when two still swords like clash together, it sparks. It's a real thing. You know what I mean? And you know, you can literally finish off the opponent with a bow. You don't have to make your sword just bloody again. And look at the detail on the whole area. It's pretty damn awesome. The filters and everything, when you're walking on the leaves leave a trail behind you, and it's just like, yo, that is just amazing. You know what I mean? Like, you just running through these trails and these, it just blows you away. And over here, you know, I'm just trying to figure out how to get around. And it's a cool thing because it's like the perfect ninja game too. If you're trying to be a ninja, this thing is just so awesome. And there's another tip, you can literally shoot the locks off those things, which is pretty helpful. I had either a choice to either shoot that whole nest of hornets, which hornets in reality are absolutely dangerous. And this man was absolutely surprised. He just got a robot. He just literally got that paw fist in his face and he wasn't ready for it. And I just like how there's just these three enemies, they're just dumb as rocks, and they're just watching their buddy just get gnarled to death by a bear. They're just like, man, that must be one real crafty bear to just literally leave out of that bamboo cage And this man just didn't see this coming. And this other guy over here is just literally throwing goddamn freaking sticky bombs. And you know, the bear kind of did a lot of the work for me. And I saw the sticky bomb like at that section right there. I'm like, what the heck? I'm just like, surprise! Man, this guy, he's really skilled, man. He's like one of the best pitchers. If Japan had a pitcher, this guy would be the best Mongol pitcher ever. And there's another little trick, you know. Ain't you kind of tired when you're just opening these goddamn freaking things? You could just literally slice them just like that. Save you some time. It's a little thing, you know. And here's another little detail that just mind boggles me. Like, look at that. It feels like I literally got a blanket over my head. Look at that. Some pretty crazy physics. That is amazing. And look at the ripple effects when you're just swimming. It's just wow. Get some bubbles here and there and add and throw in there. And look at the ripple effect. It looks realistic. I'm just like amazed. Like even had a splash and a crazy ass ripple effect. And don't you see those goddamn pigs? And ain't you kind of tired of those goddamn pigs? You know, you can always just, you know, Naruto that thing. You know, just literally throw the kunai when you drive, like driving around. When you're on your horse, you can literally throw a kunai on these guys, and they don't see it coming. Look at that. Those little sneaky guys. Didn't see that kunai, did he? There's another little technique where you can literally do smoke bombs. But it affects your horse. But in the cloud of darkness, you literally stab them out of nowhere. It's just a pretty cool technique. Another thing you can literally do is throw sticky bombs. You can literally throw a sticky bomb at Bambi. Bambi doesn't see it coming. Nice stuff, right? Now, this thing's really cool. Like the combat in this game is really cool. You can literally jump and you can slam, dunk these guys with a heavy freaking blade of madness. And the cool thing about these Mongols is like they have like this fear factor, and this fear factor just scares them away. And it's just like, yo, that is really cool. And switching into your weapons is just amazing. At this point, you know, it's just completely unknown. And the more you actually deflect the attacks, and the more you kill the enemy, the more that they would have fear. And when they have fear, you can literally take advantage of the whole situation, which is pretty realistic. Like, wouldn't you be freaking afraid if there was this dude who just like literally slain like 4 dudes without even getting a scratch? Like, I'd be like, yo, I'd be freaking afraid. I'd be like, I'm out of here, yo. I'm out of here. It's a death wish. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And the cool thing is like the slow-mo when your finisher, like on the enemy boss. And you want to see some next level thinking? Look at these guys. They're literally pounding the ground. Pretty damn smart, you know. Straight out Elon Musk people right here. Smart. I agree. And, you know, I just run into these moments, it's just like, it just makes me laugh. I'm just like, yo, what the, yeah, interesting. And, you know, there's this section right here where that thing moved right there. I was like, ooh, it moves, that little pot thingy moved. That's where they heat the thing. You know, it's not one solid object. Like, it doesn't feel like a solid object in other games. They literally took the time to put goddamn physics on that thing. You know what I mean? That's pretty amazing. Instead, you know, I could have just literally ran into the thing and it just doesn't even have any physics. And there's this lady in here who's screaming. I think I took almost like 8 minutes trying to look for this dude in the goddamn camp. Where he was, I wasn't sure where the heck he was. And he was over here this whole time. And if this dude was wasting my time, I might as well waste his time too. And he's literally chilling here doing nothing. So I'm gonna take a break and drink and have some nuts. Like, come on. I just feel like this AI, this specific AI, is probably the most dumbest rock in the world. I wanted to throw a bomb, but it would have been really funny, but I thought throwing a little charm or a little bell would be pretty funny. And he finally realized I was there, right behind him. And this woman over here, she brought her little toy out, you know, make her feel safe. I'm like, yo. And this area is like, I wanted to go back to the very beginning of the game and come out of the beach. And it just shows you like the aftermath of the whole battle. And man, oh man, oh my god, they put so much detail in this game. It's just so ridiculous. Like, look how the wind is just literally blowing the flags and blowing the things, you know. Everything you would walk on, like the grass, it literally has physics, you know what I mean? And it just blows me away because it just shows how goddamn brutal and so evil the goddamn Mongols are. Like, they literally, they don't give two cahoots. This game literally feels like a goddamn freaking Mongol invasion. And, you know, you can literally go back to the beach and you could just literally view everything. And man, oh man, the view is insane. And if you do go to the beach, you literally run to Masako, and it's like a little secret side mission, which is pretty cool if you run into it. I'm just gonna skip that mission because I'll leave that for you guys when you want to do that mission. Majority of the time, you know, the enemies have like blue, like red colors. They're just like the hierarchy of the enemies. And when I went to this whole area, you know, there's just a lot of graves and this and that, and I literally go back to this beach and I see all these people literally paying respects from that whole battle, because that's a reality. Like, in ancient times, you know, there would either be thieves who go and steal graves, or people who go to weep for their fallen and everything. And Man, oh man, dude, it's so goddamn awesome. I really love that detail. And, you know, throughout this whole time, I kind of felt really dirty in this game, and, you know, I just got ambushed when I really wanted to take a shower. And these guys over here, just with their bamboo pools, and bamboo pools, you know, those bamboo sticks can be really dangerous, and they can be real weapons. They use those weapons in Vietnam and other Asian countries, which is pretty cool. And man, oh man, the combat system is phenomenal. And it's insane. And, you know, it's pretty cool because I literally grabbed that whole moment. I was like, yo, I wanted to take a shower. And it just shows you how much more realistic this game is. Look at the pedals. It's just literally getting dragged by the wind on the sand. Like, look at these pedals falling, and the design and the crabs, and oh man, it's nice. And here's another tip for you people who are trying to get like flutes or different tones for your flutes. Every single time you go to the grave, there's always a cricket, so you can literally go to a grave and, you know, you just grab that little bug, and, you know, you're one step closer from getting that little epic flute sound. A little hint. And, you know, this just shows the beauty of the game. It shows, like, gruesomeness and beauty in the same time right there. Like, these people who are hanging off that thing is just like, man, it's like something dark right here, and then there's beauty around me. And I just get ambushed, and I'm like, hell yeah. It's a pretty cool way to just like fight these enemies in such a really beautiful looking view. And the cool thing is, like, you can fight the enemies in the grass and you can stay hidden. The enemy doesn't even know what sort of move you're literally doing. And dude, it is so, like, man, it's so mouth-watering. Yes, very. And I'm just like, yo, amazing. And look at the detail. You literally leave footprints on sand, snow, mud. Like, you leave footprints on even blood patches. You know, like, yo. And this whole area just has sand, and it has like this sand filter that just literally blows, and it really makes it feel like I'm really fighting on the beach in a really type of vibrant feeling, which is really cool. And the crazy thing is, like, I haven't even mentioned the best parts of the game, and I don't want to mention the best parts of the game because I just want to say the best parts of the game are for people who just really want to, like, jump into like the whole campaign. And the whole campaign is just wow, you know, like it's pretty amazing. Nothing feels boring. And look at the waves. And when you're literally swimming in the waves, you literally get dragged by the waves. And man, the particles that they like added in certain parts of the game is just wow. And this lady right here, she's literally rubbing her hands. Actually into that green stuff, that crack. And you know, you can always like literally jump and you can attack, which is a pretty cool tip if you're trying to get really into the combat as quick as possible. Or you can literally throw one of those sticky bombs and then jump off your horse, and then you just jump into the goddamn confrontation. The cool thing is that, you know, you can literally, like when your whole body's on fire, you literally roll and you remove the whole fire. You know, that's like a real type of thing, like the human would do. And throughout this whole time, you know, like I had either a decision to literally go to this boat over here, and I was just assassinating these guys. I had to either decision. Like, man, it lets me do anything I want. And I didn't want to go to the boat. I wanted to fight all these dudes on this beach over here. You know, I was like, I want to know if I can fight these guys. And, you know, you are capable of doing that, which is so cool. And the designs, just, it's flawless. Really amazing. Like, if you ever take the time to look at the enemies, like the enemies' like clothing and the bodies, you just start to appreciate even the weapons. Like, even the weapons when they fall down on the floor and you look at the weapon, it's like, yo, they put so much detail in that weapon. And yo, I just feel like I'm literally fighting a goddamn invasion. Like, I'm fighting in a freaking war. Legitimately. You see, it just let me do what I wanted to do. I didn't have to do, like, the goddamn mission. I didn't have the invisible wall that just tells me, oh, you gotta go back and do the mission. You know, it's really cool. I want to fight all these guys. And, man, it's just like, the combat is amazing. I know like, the combat's so predictable, but it's predictable in a way where, you know, you as a consumer just gets consumed in how easy the game is. And I prefer playing a game that feels goddamn good and easy than a game that feels goddamn horrible and the combat's goddamn hard. Like, I don't want to play that sort of game. I want to play a game where it's just like, yo, I can relax and I can know for a fact I'm gonna have a good time playing. And I believe a lot of these stances, these sword stances, are real life stances that like the samurai would use. Like the stone stance is real, the wind stance is real, water stance, I'm not sure if the moon stance is real. I'm not 100% sure. Because I remember when I did classes in Aikido, and like I was using a bokken and I was learning bokken type of moves and everything. Like, look at this, I'm literally collecting all these goddamn bows, which is so cool. Man, dude, it's so nonsense. And look at this. What do you see? Like, what? Let me show you. Let me show you something really insane. Alright, you see all the enemy bodies in the game? In other games, the bodies would disappear like in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. And the bodies in this game just literally stick around for like, literally, I don't know, like minutes. and they just don't disappear like instantaneously. You know, it looks realistic. Now that is some craftsmanship. That's some really like, yo, the bodies are literally staying around. Like, I love that. It's really cool. And see y'all later. Ja matane.